Welcome in, everyone, to the halftime show here on the PAC Sports Network as we're at the break between the Teal Tomcats and the Franciscan Barons, and we're now joined by Franciscan Barons sophomore guard, Jazzy Melnyk. Jazzy, thank you so much for joining us today, and also really excited to have you share a little bit about your career here on the halftime show. How's this season been for you and your team as a whole?
So it's been a little rough. We're on a losing streak, but every single game we're finding more positives. And I mean, pretty soon here we'll definitely put it together. But we've been sticking together and really been working hard. So I have a good feeling about our game coming up here.
Well, that's great. Well, I know that you had a really big performance earlier this season, scored a career high 21 points against La Roche. What was that like to not only have that type of performance, but, really set the tone early on in the season?
Well, I've been putting so much work outside of practice every single day. So having that game really boosted my confidence, that's for sure. Definitely having my teammates support me, giving me these good passes to hit my shots, giving me opportunities has been really good. You know, Definitely a confidence booster to push me through the season.
Well, what was it, do you think, that in that game you felt really kind of started to shine through from all the stuff that you worked on during the offseason?
Definitely hitting my shot. I don't know how many threes I had that game, but I felt really confident with the ball. I had the confidence that no one could stop me, so I just took it to the rim when I could. Yeah, that I just felt really good during that game, and since then I feel my confidence is really high.
Well, that's great. And I think that's awesome that you've been able to ride that confidence throughout the rest of the season. But Jazzy, I want to get into your career a little bit and just start with what led you to Franciscan. I mean, what was it that drew you to wanting to be a Baron?
So definitely the aspect of God as our main priority here. You know, Being able to grow my faith while playing the game that I love is such a plus. And being able to be an aspect for Franciscan to put us on the maps, that's a big key for me. I want to really push this program for teams to be scared to play us. So definitely being that key aspect of having God and being competitive is great. And Franciscan definitely led me here with those.
Well, you had a very successful career in high school, and you were not only honored for your on-court success, but also your off-court success. You had a lot of academic awards, and you also had a lot of academic awards during your time now at Franciscan. How much pride do you take in your, obviously your time management and being able to balance both sports and school, but also how much pride do you take in just schoolwork and just education overall?
Yeah, so obviously basketball isn't, the number one thing for college. I'm here for my academics, and being able to balance both those things is really important to me because obviously I want to have a very successful future. And, putting basketball aside, I do prioritize school a lot, but also put in the extra work. And whenever you do get these achievements, it's definitely a booster.
So when you went from high school to college, what was that adjustment like for you? I mean, you mentioned the time management aspect of it, having to deal with school and sports, but what was the adjustment like, not only on the court, but also off the court, and just overall going from high school to college?
Well, I would say it was easy, but it definitely wasn't easy. But having a very supportive family, I'm a commuter, they really helped me through. And then having a team of all freshmen, sophomores, we really help each other through it. So just having a supportive background and that definitely has helped a lot.
Well, I know that it was a very smooth transition for you on the court, at least, because you did a great job last year leading your team in steals, assists, rebounds, averaged over 8 points per game as well. I mean, how much do you pride yourself in being that versatile and being somebody that can do a little bit of everything for your team?
Yeah, you always hear leading scores, whatever, but to me, I think being able to do it all, be a team player is very important. And I've really been working on that this season, especially with my defense, the steals, assisting my teammates. I'm, working to do it all.
Now, I know that this is also a very young team, and we've talked a little bit with your coach about that. And for somebody like you, who's, again, a returner from last year, so has been around the block a little bit and has had that college experience, how much do you take it upon yourself to be kind of a leader, even though you're still a sophomore, but being that sophomore leader for some of the younger players on the team?
Yeah, so having a year under my belt has definitely helped. Last year with us all, we all kind of had to step up in our own ways. And now that we have a year under our belts for the freshmen, being that almost big sister to them to lead them whenever they're struggling is very important. I think for me, I can't really say I can help them with the feeling of, being far away from home, but helping them through basketball, through school, I definitely feel that I can lead that way.
Well, Jazzy, it's been great to get you on the halftime show, and it's awesome to also hear a little bit about your career. Before we let you run, just want to hear about just what you think will be key for finishing out strong and continuing to grow and continue to move towards a very positive end of the season for you all.
Mhm. So I think we need to continue with our defense because we got to hold our teams under 65 points, I'd say, and continue to shoot the ball really well, move the ball together, move the ball really well, and just have each other's backs, and we'll be okay.
Well, Jazzy, we wish you nothing but luck moving forward here on the PAC Sports Network, and nothing but luck as well for the Franciscan Barons. Thanks so much for stopping by and joining us.
Thank you.
That's Franciscan's Jazzy Melnyk. Folks, stick around for some more second half action coming up between the Teal Tomcats and the Franciscan Barons right here on the PAC Sports Network.